Welcome everyone. In this video, let's look into how we can model a TV unit of a specific design using Naadi's storage cabinet catalog. And now let's just try to model a TV unit which looks similar to this design. Okay. For that, this is my main modeling window. If I would like to model my storage cabinets here, first you have to click on your advanced tool. This will open up your advanced tool here. Here, click on Closet Catalog. Shortcut is Alt 5. And this will open up our closet catalog where you have your wardrobe and your storage cabinets. Okay, for the storage cabinets, can you see there is a specific folder here named storage cabinet? Click it, and here you have all the components of cabinets which you need to design the TV unit or any storage cabinet of similar sort. So first, let's just try to model these chest of drawers here. So for that, you could go to storage cabinet here. Under that, the first subcategory was something called chest of drawers. So here you can find different configurations of drawers here. In my case, it's actually a 1x4 drawer, which is this one. So I could just use it and place it in my design. And if you take any storage cabinet, in default, it will be a floor mounted cabinet, which means it will have a leg support at the bottom, but you have feasibility to make it wall mounted. So for that, just click on the cabinet. On the right hand side, it will show you its respective parameters, and in that you have a specific parameter named leg option. Right now it is showing as width leg. Click on this parameter and make it as wall mount. Once you clicked it, the leg will automatically be deleted and it will automatically convert itself into a wall mounted cabinet. So now we can just select it and adjust the height, width and respective depth. In this case, the height of this cabinet should be 250 mm and the width of this cabinet should be 3.5 meters and the depth of this cabinet should be 400 mm. So now once it is done, your cabinet here is precisely placed. And this cabinet should actually be placed exactly about 80 mm from the floor. So now for that, I can just click on this cabinet and it will show you its respective clearance. I can either click on that respective clearance and edit it, or in the parameter of the selected cabinet, I have a specific parameter named distance from the floor. Right now it is 100 mm, right? So I can click it and make it as 80. And now it is precisely 80 mm from the floor here. So your chest of drawer cabinet is done. Now let's just focus on this vertical units here. So it is a typical single door unit. So for that, I can just go for door cabinet here under storage, and here I'll have single door. So I can just click it and I could place it anywhere here, because the thing is, if you notice, while placing this single door cabinet, it is not precisely placing on top of the chest of drawers, right? It won't be. So no worries, you can just place it anywhere on the floor, because like I said, any storage cabinet you take from the catalog, it will be a floor mounted cabinet, so it won't be precisely placed on top of another cabinet. Okay, so you can just place it anywhere on the same wall, and once it is placed, select the cabinet and make it as wall mounted cabinet, and you can adjust the dimensions of this single door cabinet here. Now I can select this cabinet. It will open up a floating window here. In this floating window on the right hand side, you have a arrow mark, right? Just place your cursor there. It will open up a tab. In this, there is the specific tool here named Orient. Shortcut is P. So what this Orient tool would do is, it will help you to precisely place a cabinet on top or on side or bottom of another cabinet. Okay, in this case, I want this cabinet to be placed on top of this chest of drawer cabinet. So for that, I'm gonna select the single door cabinet, click on this Orient option, and now I'm gonna take my cursor, place it on this chest of drawer cabinet, and you can see that it is displaying arrow marks on all the sides. In this, if I click on the top side, this selected single door cabinet will precisely be placed on top of this chest of drawer, which is something that I'm looking for. So just click on the top arrow, it will precisely be placed here. Okay, and once it is placed, you don't need to worry about the position. You can just select this cabinet, and here, can you see this is the dimension toggle? You can change the toggle into 3D move and rotate. So now this is your movement toggle. Using this, you can manually click on the axis of the toggle and you can move the cabinet. Don't worry, while doing this, your cabinet will auto snap to the precise positions. So there is also a similar cabinet here of 300 mm and another cabinet of 400 mm width. So I can just, instead of doing the same process again, taking it from the catalog and doing it, since I already have the cabinet here, I can press Ctrl C, I can duplicate it, place it right next to it. And once it is placed, I can adjust the width. This needs to be about 300 mm. And now I can again select this, press Ctrl C and duplicate it and precisely place right next to it. Okay. So now your vertical units are done. So now what is remaining is your wall panel and your lower panels here and your ledge panel on top of this. For the ledge panel, in the catalog, you could actually go to auxiliaries where you will generally find your fillers, end panel, floating shelf and your slabs. In this, click on the floating shelf and there you have your ledge panel. So you can just click it and it won't be placed precisely on top of the chest of drawer, but it's fine. Just place it on the same wall and use the orient option. Shortcut is P. So just click it, place your cursor on the cabinet and click on these respective arrow marks and it will be precisely placed. And once that is placed, right now it is the movement toggle. I can even change it to scale toggle where I have dimension arrows. Now I can just manually click it and stretch the panel as well. So you can either click on that panel and precisely control using this parameter, or you can even stretch this manually like this way. I can notice that there is also another end panel which is placed vertically here. For that, I can go to in panel and here I have a vertical panel. So this ledge panel is an horizontal panel, but for this requirement I can go for this vertical panel here. Just click it and place it. Like I said, it won't be placed precisely on top, but you can use the orient option and align it according to your requirement. And this height of this panel should be 240 mm. So I can just click it and make it as 240. Now let's just focus on your wall panel here. So in this, I can notice that there is a solid panel here of 400 mm, a lower panel of 600 and another solid panel of 1400. So first, we could take this vertical panel, place it anywhere on the wall, use the orient option to precisely place it on top, and once it is being placed, I can control. For this case, instead of manually controlling the dimensions, better that you use your parameters here. So in this scenario, I want this right hand side panel to be 400. So I can control it, make it as 400. And now I can increase the height using the scale toggle. And now I can follow the same process for the lower panel as well. Just click it. In this case, I'm not again using the orient option. Since I already placed a panel, all I have to do is just select it from the catalog and place your cursor on the edge of the previous panel. It will automatically be aligned right next to it. Okay. And then I can control its height. And for the width, this needs to be 600 mm. So I'm just changing it as 600. And at last, I can place a solid panel of 1400. And in this process, if you feel like you would like to change the thickness, because if you notice, any default panel which you take from our auxiliaries will have a thickness of 18 mm. Okay, but let's just say that you would like to increase or decrease this thickness according to your requirement. In that case, just select the panel. On the right, it will show its respective parameters, right? In this, at the last, you will see something known as advanced option of this selected component, okay, of the selected in panel. In default, it will be hidden. Click it and make it as show. And now this will show the technical parameters of this specific in panel. And one such technical parameter here is the thickness. Like I said, default will be 18 mm thickness, but according to your requirement, you can decide it. In my case, this needs to be about 25 mm. So I'm just making the thickness as 25 mm. Can you see? As you make the thickness here, it will precisely be updated in the model too. Okay. Now I can do the same thing for these two panels as well. So I can even multi-select these panels. It will show the common parameters. In that, look for the advanced option, make it as show, and there you have your thickness here from 18. Let me just increase it to 25. So now all your wall panel has a thickness of 25 mm. So now this completes your TV unit modeling view. So now once you basically model your TV unit here, now we can focus on the door styles and the finishes. So first here, I could notice that the chest of drawer, all this are push to open mechanism. Okay, so right now here, can you see all these are external handles, but you can visually make this similar to push to open. So for that, I can just select this chest of drawer. On the right hand side, it will show its respective parameters, right? Right next to the parameter, there is something called style. Okay, if you click it, this will have tools which will help you to customize the visual appeal, the aesthetics of this selected cabinet. In that, one such tool here is the handle. So here can you see this is the current external handle design which is present. I can delete it so that it will visually look similar to a push to open. So I could make same for this single door cabinet as well, because here it is typically a push to open door. So for that I can just select it and then I can delete the panel. And I don't need to worry about handles of these two cabinets because anyways we're gonna change it now to profile shutters. So for that I can multi-select this two cabinets here by holding shift, and I can just go to style. In this, click on door style, and there you have your current door style, which is your plain door. It's a plain external handle door. So now I can just click it. This will open up our door style catalog. In this door style catalog, click on all category, click on Naadi, and here you have a specific subcategory named door with glass. Click it, and here you will find your profile shutters. Click on the profile shutter, and now your door style is changed to profile shutter. In this, if you notice, the color and the thickness of this profile is similar to this model, so I am living with this. But in your case, let's just say that you want to change the finish of this profile, or you want to change the tint of this glass. I'll show you how that could be done. So for that, I am looking for a black tinted glass with a gold 19mm profile. Okay, for that, right now can you see I'm selecting by cabinet, right? Selecting by cabinet in the sense if I select any cabinet, the entire cabinet will be selected. Okay, instead what you could do is place your cursor on the select cabinet tool here on the top floating window, and here right now we are in select by cabinet. Just click on select by part. You can manually do this, or tab is the shortcut. Okay, just click it, and now can you see I can select the individual components of the cabinet. So that way, if I select the shutter in the style, it will show a specific option here named as profile counter. Click it, and this will open up a profile counter. Okay, so in this scenario, I could actually go for Nimi's 19mm profile where I have the brushed gold option. Similarly, we also even cataloged your ETX brand 45mm profile and 19mm profile as well. In my case, let me just go for Nimi's and click on brushed gold. Just in seconds, your finish is changed for this profile. I can also do the same thing for this profile shutter too. Click it and change it to brush gold. So now your profile finish is changed. Now let's just look into how we can change the tint of this glass. For that, just select that single profile shutter, double click it so that you'll get inside the profile shutter. So now you can see you have options to individually select each and every component of this profile shutter. So that way I can select this glass, and on the right hand side under style it will show the style parameters of this glass. I can click on this panel material. Right now it is a clear glass. This will again open up our catalog, and yes, we even cataloged your glass finishes too. So here you can just click on all category, and we have a specific category named glass. Click it, and here if you are looking for a generic tint, which is your brown or black tint, you can go for this. Or if you are looking for some other color of tint, I would recommend you to go for Saint Cobain's. In Saint Cobain, you have all your generic tints here. You can go for it. In my case, let me just go for this Cases purple. Can you see? The tint has been applied. Okay. Or if you like to go for a black tint, go for tinted and go for black tint. Anything will work. Okay. So let me just go for this black tint itself. I guess this is much more similar to what is there in the image. Let me also do the same process for this profile shutter too. So now these two vertical cabinets are precisely modeled. There are still some components which are remaining, which is the internal of this cabinet, right? Because here I can notice it has shelf here, and all these are solid panel shelves. Okay, it is not a glass shelf. So that can also be designed. For that, what you first need to do is first just select by cabinet and select these two cabinets here. In my case, I could notice that even the solid panel cabinet also has a shelf here. So I can even select that cabinet too, and it will show the parameters of all the selected cabinet. First, I can just open up the shutters, because only if you open the shutters, you'll be able to look at the internals where you can precisely design the internals. So now, can you see all the shutters are open? In this case, the shutter should actually open the other way around. So no worries, in the parameter, you have a specific parameter named door direction. I can click it and make it as right. Okay, so now your shutters are open. And now for designing the internals of the cabinet here, I can just go to parts. And here I have a specific category named shelf under parts. So click it, and here I have different types of shelves. These are all your regular shelves here, your fixed shelf, adjustable shelf, and your glass shelf is also cataloged. In my case, I can precisely go for fixed shelf. But if your design requires you to go for adjustable shelf, please go for it, because in your 2D drawings and in your cut list, it will precisely mention whether that specific shelf is a fixed or an adjustable shelf. Okay. So precisely go based on your design. In my case, let me just go for a fixed shelf. Click it. Just place your cursor in the compartment. Your shelf is automatically placed based on the internal clearance here. So just click it, place it anywhere. And once it is placed, I can select the shelf. It will show its respective clearance. I can click it and I can edit it according to my requirement. For the next shelf here, you can either take it again fresh from the catalog, place it underneath, and you can select the second shelf. It will show its respective clearance and you can edit it. So this way you can place all your shelf one by one. Or there is a better option here. For that, you have to select by part and select that individual shelf what you placed in. And once you selected that shelf, it will open up a floating window. In this floating window, can you see a third option here named panel array? Just click it. So what this panel array would do is, if you select any shelf here which you placed, and if you click on the panel array, it will ask you to type in how many number of shelves which you want in that selected compartment. Okay, in my case, I actually want 4 shelves here, right? So I can precisely type in 4. This 4 here includes the shelf which is existing there. Okay, so including that one, it is 4 shelves. So I can just type in and click on OK. Now can you see 4 shelves are precisely placed at a mutual distance from each other. This is the advantage of using this panel array. Okay, it is like creating an array for the panel. Now I can do the same process for the other cabinets here. Just click it, place it, and here if you notice, since we already placed shelf in the adjacent cabinet, it will auto snap to its respective positions. So you can either manually place it one by one, or like I said, place one shelf there, select that shelf, use this panel array and type in how many number of shelves you want. I could also notice that there is a vertical lighting that is being placed on both the sides of this vertical units here. So for that, in the same parts, you have a specific category named accessories. Click it, and there you have your lighting accessory. Let me just go for strip lighting, and here can you see I have horizontal strip lighting and vertical strip lighting. In this case, I have to go for vertical strip lighting. Click it, just place your cursor in the compartment and click it, and your lightings will precisely be placed. And now can you see the lighting in default will be placed at the center of this depth. If you would like to move the strip lighting either near your back panel or near your shutter, you can edit its clearance. In my case, the strip lighting should be moved near my back panel. So I can just click it, 170 clearance, and make it as 0. Press enter. The strip lighting will precisely move near my back panel. And this, if you notice, this one here is an external strip light. Okay, it is not a groove strip lighting. It is a external strip lighting which is placed on top of the panel. So in this case, the strip lighting needs to be individually placed in for each and every compartment here. So I can just click it, I can place it here, and I can edit the clearance and make it. So this is the proper way of placing an external strip lighting for each and every compartment. So now let me just do the same process to place the strip lighting for the other compartments as well. Now can you see your strip lighting for this vertical unit is placed. I can do the same process for this vertical unit as well. So once you placed your strip lighting for your two of your vertical compartments, and now I can just select these two cabinets here by selecting by cabinet, and I can close the shutter. Your vertical cabinet is precisely modeled in. So now what is remaining is your finish. So if you like to change a finish for any of this cabinet, just select that cabinet or group of cabinet. Go to style option, and here you will have an option where you can change the internal finish and external finish of the body under body category. If you go to door style category, I can change the internal and external finish of the shutter door. Okay, so I can precisely do this. I can either individually click it and change this, and I can do the same process for other cabinets one by one, or I could even hold shift. I can multi-select these components here, and I can commonly change the finish for these two. Or there is a much more easy method in this process. Okay, instead of multi-selecting or individually applying it for one cabinet, what I'm going to do here is first I'm going to apply or change the finish for one single cabinet, and then I'm going to use my material brush to copy that finish and apply this for other cabinets too. Okay, this will save you a lot of time, and this is also much more intuitive in this process. So in my case here, let me just select this cabinet here, and let me just change the body finish, which is nothing but the carcass finish of this cabinet. So for the carcass finish, let me just go for laminates, merino, SF finish. That finish is applied to the carcass of this cabinet. Can you see? So for the shutter also, it follows the same finish. So for that, instead of just going to door style and changing and selecting the same finish, I can use material brush. I can use M to copy this finish from this panel, and I can apply this to shutter. Remember, shortcut for material brushes here. So now can you see, just in seconds your finish is precisely applied for this. So now I can do the same process and apply this finish for the other two cabinets. And I could notice that here this as a stone finish. So for that, I could just click on this panel, click on this body top finish of this ledge panel, and here I could just go for a category here named stones, and there I have different types of stones. If you're looking for granite, you can even click on this granite folder, and here you have different granite finishes. I guess this finish looks similar to what is there in the reference image, so I can just click it. Just in seconds it is applied. Once it is applied, I can use the material brush to copy this finish, and I can apply this to this panel as well. So with this, your ledge panel finish is also changed in. Okay, so now I can do the same process for this wall panel as well. So select this panel, go to style, and here you will see external finish. Click it. Let me just go for same merino's SF finish. So once that is done, just click it, and it will be precisely applied. And once that is applied, I can use my material brush to copy this finish from this panel and apply this for the other panels too. So now can you see, we precisely recreated this TV panel from this reference image. So here in this tool, once you designed your TV units, you have a wonderful option where you can save the specific TV unit design to your favorites so that you can use this for any of your future projects. So for that, what we need to do is you have to multi-select all the components here. Your cabinets, your in panels, your ledge panel, everything need to be selected. So for that, you can hold shift in your keyboard where you can individually click on this component and you can select it all one by one. Or you can hold shift and you can even drag and select these components to anything which falls within the drag region will be selected. Okay. But anyways, if you multi-selected these cabinets, in the floating window, can you see there is this option named grouping? Shortcut is Ctrl G. Just click it. This will precisely group this cabinet. And once you group this cabinet, if you just select this cabinet, can you see that entire group will be selected? Not the individual cabinet will be selected, but the entire group, the TV unit group will be precisely selected. Okay. So once you made this as a group and you select that group, in the floating window on the right, you will see a right arrow mark. Just place your cursor there. And in this drop down, you will see an option named Add to Favorite. Just click it. So now it will give you an option to create a folder, or you can just select the existing folder which you already created and you can add the specific design of this cabinet to that folder and you can save it. So in my case, can you see I've already created a folder named TV units here. I can just click it and it is precisely added to my TV unit folder here. Once it is done, so now you can just go for any project here. For in this project file, let's just say that I have a TV unit requirement of a similar design. In that case, I don't have to again do it from the scratch like I said. Instead, go to Advanced Tool, go to Closet. This will open up a Closet catalog, right? In this, right now we are in the Manufacturer's catalog, which is Naadi. If you look, there is the specific tab here named Personal Catalog, right? Click it. And here under Products, can you see the folder what you created will be here. Just click it. And there your TV unit is precisely available. So now can you see? Just click it and place it in your project. This TV unit will precisely be placed here. Okay, right now if you notice, the flow rate of that project and here it is different. So now there is this difference here when it comes to the overall height of this cabinet. But no worries, like I said, once you place your cabinets here, right now can you see once it is placed, this entire thing is in group. I can ungroup it and I can individually click on the cabinets. I can control its parameters, I can control its dimensions, I can control the finish. All the editing is feasible, like how you freshly build your cabinets in this project. Okay. So this is how you can model a TV unit of a specific design in this tool, and you can say add it to your favorite so that you can use it for any of your future projects. And now I have a small task for you. So exactly like what I recreated here, I want you to recreate this TV unit and share us a screenshot or a render of this design in your respective Naadi's WhatsApp group.